Hello, hello. How are you today? Hope you're doing great. I'm excited. I have a Christmas party later on tonight, so I thought I'm going to get ready for the day. It's a busy day with work, and then I'll head out to the party. I've got a little drive ahead of me, so I love this time of year. It's just with family, friends, the festivities, the decor, the fun outfits. It's just a great time to be celebrating. So the card that I actually picked today on our soul journey card is pleasure. So I want to start with that. And just before I do, I'll do a little introduction though too. So if you are a return viewer, thank you for being here. You already know the whole spiel. If you're a new guest just checking out the channel, I will say this portion of my YouTube, the Elle Daily Messages, is where I'll take my morning devotions, what I read, the meditations, some of my soul card journeys, or journey cards that I read up on every day. I'll sum it up for you, and then I let you take it to a place that makes sense to your situation, right? Whether it's, we all have different situations. So apply it to your current situation in life and just take what resonates. And then hopefully it'll allow you to reflect. You can journal or just think about it. If you're driving and you can't journal or you're not a big journaler, that's fine. You can just reflect on it. And then we'll just be a community together to continually help each other to be the best versions of ourselves. And it is always a continuing process where we're growing day to day. So that way we can just be here for each other. But I'm going to read this pleasure card and I'll keep it PG, so since we're on YouTube. But I do love this card. So here you go. The card meaning, enjoy yourself. Dance through your life and give toast for no reason at all. Cherish your sensuality and sexuality. Your soul wants you to know, in today's society, we're programmed to believe that pleasure is forbidden, only permitted in small amounts, or should always come after work. Do you postpone good times because you're too busy fulfilling work commitments? Do you deny yourself of joyful experiences because there's not enough time or seem selfish? Stop. Your spirit needs pleasure. It's the soul's way of replenishing and revitalizing your life force. Make pampering yourself a priority, and you'll have all the energy that you need to create everything you desire. So the affirmation again is, my life is deliciously joyous. And I think about that. Like, we can find joy in a lot of the simple things, of course, big things too, but I think day to day, it's more the simple joys that really get us through the day. So mine is as simple as, I just got this new, it's a pillowcase. It's a silk pillowcase. The brand is Blissy. I think they're all pretty good out there, but I'm really happy with this Blissy one. And I wake up where my hair feels so smooth, and on my cheeks, it's like so soft. So my first thing when I wake up, I'm just like, oh, it feels so good, right? So then there's that, and then I go out, put my robe on, go out and make a fresh cup of coffee. So those are the simple joys that I have each day. And the more I actually get honed in on that present moment and think about those things versus everything I have to do in that day, or if I'm dwelling on something maybe I said that I thought was stupid the day before, or, a lot of times I know, especially us women, men, I think you do it too. You'll have to let me know if you guys do, but like I can overanalyze something I might have said or did in front of family or a coworker and be like, oh, I hope I didn't offend them, or, I tend to worry a bit. And so when I can be more honed in on the present moment of just what I'm doing at this very moment, like right now, me sitting in this chair and me feeling the fireplace on me and the light from I got this little ring light here, and being present with you, it's like those are those simple joys that allow you to really be grounded in the present moment and to be pleasureful. So even sensuality, when I think of that, it can be being sensual with taking a hot bubble bath, or maybe you're, holding hands with your loved one and massaging their hands, or giving somebody a good foot massage. Are you pleasuring your partner? Are you making sure that they're pleasuring you? Are you communicating those things? So those are the things to be thinking about. Maybe you're a single parent. Are you giving lots of hugs and kisses to your little one? Just the little simple joys, right? Looking each other in the eye. I think that's key. I just saw some really neat video about a mom who is looking at her baby directly in the eyes, and the baby does great and is just super happy. And then they do another version where she's not focused on the baby at all. And it's just the energy and the shift of this little baby, it was miraculous. And it just shows you how, when you truly engage with another person and you are present, the the joy and the pleasure that that brings to that person. So, you know, what are you doing for others too? Be thinking about that. Are you present for them? Are you making them feel good? Because it all just, it's so important. So anyways, I won't dwell, I could go on forever about that, but I'm going to wrap it up with our questions. And it's kind of funny, it always works where I'll pull a soul card and then my affirmation card goes perfectly for it. So I don't know, it's kind of magical. So this one is a present, which I love because I think the gift is the present. You've heard that saying before, right? So how can I be more observant today? That's your one thing to think about. You know, how can you be more observant? How can you be more present? How can you bring more pleasure into your life? And then what am I expecting what am I expecting to go right today? So this is where I think if you wake up on the right side of the bed, you just set yourself up for a great day versus, you know, if you immediately get up thinking about all the negative things or some of the stressful things you have to do, it can really change your mood. So yeah, so I think for me, I've learned that if I focus on what will go right, a lot more just seems to go right. And then this little picture again is the picture of the present moment. So I find joy in the little things and take nothing for granted. So yeah, so really think about, you know, I love the gratitude journal in the morning. Every morning I start with my gratitude vision and then want what I want. And most days they're pretty similar, but I still think, you know, a lot of days they shift. But I think when you start your morning with gratitude, it really sets you up for an awesome day. So that would be my little tidbit there. All right, so the last two things I want to do, I want to read the quote. So I'm open to new ideas and perspectives. I know that when I change the way I look at things, the things I look at change. So here, this too goes to pleasure. Like maybe you're feeling like, oh, I'm just doing. My partner doesn't do anything. You know, that is your perspective, but maybe seek to understand what their perspective is and then try to come together. And this can be applied to any life. Like for me with perspective, I was at dinner just last night and I was at the place where I had a really fun date with the guy that I've brought up in a couple videos past. And my perspective was I got there and I was feeling sad, like, oh, the last time I was here, I was with him and it was such a fun date and we were having such a great time. And I really was just like kind of giddy about him and it was such a good feeling. And so I was going down a rabbit hole, kind of getting sad. And I'm like, nope, you got to shift your perspective, Ellen. You know, so I focused on the beautiful Christmas decorations and the music and just ate my food and was like, I'm going to get out of here and get home. But I will say it was a little rougher day last night. And that's okay that we have these ebb and flows, right? So I can't tell you that I'm always super, super happy. I was struggling a little bit last night. But when I changed my perspective, it was okay. And I also think I own those feelings of feeling a little lonely and a little bit sad. And I think the holidays make it harder for us single folks, or even maybe some of you married folks can feel lonely in relationships, right? We all go through that. So it's very natural. But where I'm going with that is if you can shift the perspective to be immediately grateful for what you have. Because then when I started thinking about, I've got this amazing meal in front of me that I can afford. I felt really pretty in my outfit, and I met a nice gentleman next door to me. He was like, well, oh, you have a YouTube channel? Because I was actually working on something for that. And we started talking. He's like, I'm going to follow you. He's probably just like a new follower for me, which I thought was so sweet because he's probably just doing it to be kind, but it still made me feel good, right? So with that being said, it's all about perspective. And then I'm going to give a nice quote or affirmation that I have from the Atomic Habits book. I can't say that word. Atomic Habits. It's a little tongue twister. Maybe it's just me. But here you go. This is from James Clear. He's a great author, and I love that book. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend it. So changes that seem small and unimportant at first will compound into remarkable results if you're willing to stick with them for years. So yeah, so it's really about perspective again, changing these little bits, and then that's easier when you take a little change. Maybe it's like instead of having 4 cups of coffee like I sometimes do, no, I don't do that many, but 1 cup of coffee. And, there's little things, whatever it is in your life that you need to change, you know best. Think about that. What can I do to change? Let that compound. And then if I can stick to it, what will I see in years ahead? Maybe it's even saving some money, or if you're thinking, instead of going to Starbucks every single day, I'll go twice a day, or twice a week or something. And so you're putting that money into the bank. Yeah, little changes for big results. So, all right, I think that is everything, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's Monday, so I know Mondays can be a little bit tougher, but we are at the last week before Christmas. Can you believe next week is already Christmas? This is crazy. We're almost through 2023. This, I think, was the fastest year. And I know they say that as we get older, it goes faster, but I think this is the fastest year I've ever experienced. So anyway, so much love. Thank you again for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.